today we are joined by one of the most talented. I said I'm not going to restrict him, but I'm just going to sum it up by saying musician.
Yeah.
One of the most talented rapper, lyricist, producer from Limpopo, Ivy Park.
Ivy Park.
All right. So your name is Sheriff.
My name is Sheriff.
How did you get the name Sheriff?
The name Sheriff, I earned it from a brother of mine. He's actually my creative director to date. By one.
Sure.
Like it just happened. I don't know why. He just like it was that thing of like, hey, when you are in charge, you are the sheriff. I was like, okay. I ran with it.
So was he watching too much of American cowboy movies?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
It just happened. I liked the name, so I ran with it. From way back, everyone, like a lot of people, I'm just Sheriff.
So you have some very interesting stories to share, man. And whenever I meet you, I get an opportunity to listen to some of your experiences, particularly when it comes to music. And how music started.
The journey,
so, how did it start? How did it all start?
Okay, let me put it like this. What happened, I remember when I was in grade R, Bampetechi, what do you call, a graduation party. Why, what? From when I was in grade R, going to grade 1. Bampetechi graduation party, what happened was, my mom, hey, how what down? Utalem to present, the graduation party and stuff. Why, what? So Dala Leval or a present, 1 year now he bought himself what do you call? Is it a boom box? Look at a cassette.
A boom box.
That one. I reckon Mara, it was not for me. Why what? So what happened? Go rule which is the and then present so from there.
Also, he bought the boombox for himself.
Yeah, not
he
for
forgot
me.
that it was your graduation party and he had to buy you a present or a gift or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so he came with that thing at home.
Yeah.
So when he get home,
but present so we better packaging nice, nice. That was my present. So what happened was I was still young. I didn't have access to the cassette and whatsoever. So I started getting a cassette. Every time when I come back from school, listen to that music, that old music. Like if you listen to my music, you'll tell, good, I have an old soul. Yeah, this music thing.
So what were you listening to back then?
I was listening to Vusima Satlela. I was listening to Brenda Fassie, Rebecca Malope when she was still doing the Afro pop. A lot of music. I was listening to a lot of Ladies Please, Black Mambas way back. So I started listening to that music to a point more like no so all that music. So I grew with that thing. The love of the music came from there. In a way, that thing like that thing for the music.
Yeah.
The love for the music.
So from an early age, you started falling in love with the music.
Yeah.
By mistake because your father did not buy you a present, but he brought a boombox. Yeah. You took it, you made it your own.
I made it my own.
Yeah.
Because one Pileona is a present. So I owned it.
Yeah, so throughout your primary school life?
Throughout my till grade, what can I say, grade 2, 3.
Yeah, so where did you go to school?
I went to a lot of schools. Check.
Sure. Why did you go to a lot of schools? What was happening in your life at that point?
I grew up in Leboagomo. I went to school to a primary called Eureka. So from there, we moved from Leboagomo to Polokwane. So when I got here, like change of environment, new people, new everything.
Sure.
But to be honest,
no Selega.
Yeah, that's why I went to a lot of schools. It's about because
Or you were always on detention and suspension.
Yeah, spoon.
So the reason
whole
why
time.
you moved a lot of schools, it was not because your parents were moving around getting jobs elsewhere. Nulu stout.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna be honest. on
what,
that.
what was your last primary school?
My
then?
last primary school was Nirvana Primary.
Nivan.
In Nirvana.
So you still had the boombox.
I still have it to date. I will show.
So
I should have
if we
brought
were
it
to
with-
estimate how old is the boombox?
How old is the boombox? It was bought in 2002.
2002.
One, somewhere there.
That's like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have it to date. It's just that I think I got a plaque. I don't know if it's still functioning like well.
Yeah. Then you go to high school.
I went to high school to add
Hopefully this is one high school.
Yeah, one high school. Like was what Babu Nura Daman Rumisha hostel. Because throughout
okay.
my high school from grade 8 to 12 I was regular hostel.
Sure.
At Kushki Agricultural High. It was compulsory.
Compulsory.
You
Okay.
had to study
But did you have other subjects?
Yeah.
Away from agriculture. and stuff?
My favorite subject was computer application technology.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you finally pass?
Matric,
Matric, yeah.
I did.
How were you like in high school? Were you like disciplined? Were you still in love with music? Were you rapping? Were you making music?
I used to host sessions. Gathered
Ciphers?
music. Yeah, in my room the whole time.
Sure.
My dog, he knows very
Yeah.
well.
Oh, he was there?
I went to him with the high school with him. We've been friends from way back. Even
Great.
today, I'm in business with him. This music business.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So you complete matric. So what happens after you complete your matric?
After I completed my matric, my parents they convinced me, hey, go to varsity, nani. But I didn't feel that because from way back, now I've been a creative cat. What I wanted to do was the music. So what happened to go there? Bangaile Zaga, go and register in Joburg.
Yeah.
Go
How
and
much was it?
register. It was a lot of money. It was a lot.
20K plus?
35.
35?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pay rent.
Cash?
Not in cash.
Like in cash?
Not cash.
Okay.
Mara,
They gave you the card?
the card.
Okay.
I want
Sure.
pay rent. Buy 1, 2, 3. Buy 1, 2, 3. So I saw an opportunity ever since. Abanya geki bangushagir nakenyo kubetana maravagana. So one opportunity guti. What if I take this money and buy like equipment that I need to push this music thing?
So where were you supposed to register?
At UJ.
And studying what at UJ?
I was gonna go for. Actually this thing where I was gonna study whatsoever. What. It didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah, but then when you leave home,
When I left home,
your parents are.
my dad wanted me to be a lawyer. That's what he wanted.
Okay, so
me
you
to
went
be.
to UJ to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
To enroll for law.
I don't know. You but I didn't even go.
What?
I swear, I didn't even go.
Okay, so
But I know Tom's. I went to Tom's in Senton.
okay, so let's get to Johannesburg.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go to UJ.
I'm supposed to go there.
What happens?
I was with my he's my current manager now. Yeah, we were on the same taxi.
Sure.
When we got there, I told him, Guti, nah, my man, nah, I'm not going there. He was like, Mona, hi. Well, you are wasting your future. Nah. And I was like, nah, I'm not going there. Okay. Nah, I'm going to buy equipment. I'm going back home on Monday. Why what? And that's what I did. We got to Joburg. When we got there, Ragila. We went there, I think it was on Monday. No, it was not on Monday. I'm not exactly sure. Guti, when was it? Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere around there. So when we got there, Rabloma the first night, Kavana Majida, it was nice. I crashed at a friend's place. Where one? The next morning, I woke up that Tom's. When I got to Tom's, I remember, man, very well, the guy who sold me the equipment. When I was pointing out, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one. Like from his point of view, like he thought I was playing.
Can you tell
35
35 years?
I blew that money. I think the equipment all in costile 32.
So this is studio equipment.
Studio equipment.
Microphones,
Microphone.
interface,
I had
speakers,
the best of everything from way back. People
mixers.
that know me, they will tell you, go to Sheriff, if you want proper equipment, go to that guy.
Sure.
Yeah, I've always been that guy. Proper equipment.
So you
way
buy
back.
the equipment.
I buy the equipment. I remember Chinchaka Bele 2 point something. 2 point something. 2.8, somewhere around there. And
What do you do with the 2.8?
Yeah, no. Yeah, yes.
We know.
Kinwele like a 3 clipper, and then I came back home on Monday.
What's your equipment?
I didn't have the equipment.
What happened to it?
I told them at Tom's Guti, now I don't have transport to transport this.
Yeah.
So can you courier it for me?
Sure.
To Polokwane. I gave them my address, but is a figure on Monday. I want. Sure. Monday I must be home. I left Joburg very early. Very early.
Sure.
I think 8. I was leaving Joburg.
One man
One man.
going home.
One man
Polokwane, Ivy Park.
Yeah. When I got there, parents were like, and then when I moved, I found really my mom at home. And then when I moved, okay, yeah, no. Why what? Until the courier guys were feature, but foolish my box. My mom told my dad, she was not surprised. Why what? Because she knew, I'm one person. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Why what? She was not surprised. The person who was surprised was my dad.
So she didn't say much.
No, it was. She told my dad. She told my dad, "Good, yeah."
And then what do you say to your mom?
What do I say to my mom? I think she knew what was happening.
Yeah.
I think she knew. Why one?
Yeah.
So she was
you waited
not
for your
surprised.
father.
Yeah, until my dad came back home. Meeting.
Yeah.
Told me about another meeting, and then when I'm more. Mama Zala Mtabela yon. Who did you? If you too weird, my box, the monitor, keyboard, mic, whatsoever, none. Yeah.
So your mother was like, I told you not to give this person money.
Money.
You were supposed to go with him.
Or let him call you out there. No and send the money.
Yeah.
Not give him money like Wangusha. Now I'm one person, my dad from way back. My dad knows good I'm a very responsible person.
Sure.
One from Kal. So for him giving me that money, it was not a problem. Mara, he didn't know, well, this time around I'm gonna make my own decision. I don't regret though. I don't regret.
So your timer gets home.
Yeah.
And then the first question. What's on?
Yeah.
Mpulaya. And the man is like, why don't we get the boombox?
Why what? I never thought of it like that. I think I can boombox. Why I rega boombox?
He didn't realize that he was igniting something in you.
No.
Yeah.
Mara.
And that was a powerful moment.
It was.
Did he reflect on it?
Nah.
He never reflected.
Nah.
He just thought you are irresponsible. You wasted his money.
Yeah, most definitely.
Right? So you are set up ko
yeah.
O plaka di piga.
No, when they gave them to me, I think after 3 months.
Okay.
Bam like first sleep.
Okay.
Hey, karaka slightly. Why was that? Beluto bushe janka bekete. Was direct like I karna ka tsebo gauti.
Eh.
Klebech.
Ke no shupa shopo ka tsena ga reka.
Well, this was a plan, like really, what do you call it? Organized crime.
Sure.
Yeah, it was a plan from the jump.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna do like this.
White collar crime.
Yeah.
Straight.
But sleeping with slow on, as slack. Mara kubabujo rakislati.
Hey, Mabala.
Ya kosa mi bra.
Sure. And then and then 3 months goes.
3 months goes.
You don't have access to your equipment.
Time our jumper. This guy is not apologetic about what he did. Why one? The only thing that's left to go. If I'm talking luchi chagar bono you could yanga. Yeah. One guy.
Then what happens
I
next?
was the happiest.
Sure.
I was the happiest nigga that time when I had access to those equipment. At almost bra. I've been working since then till today.
Sure.
Yeah.
So your time only busy over progress or didn't and over change of heart and stuff like
He
that.
didn't understand
Yeah.
until he saw the money.
Start coming in.
Yeah.
We'll get to the part of the money where the money starts coming in.
Yeah.
So while you are busy, who do you work with? Some of the people that we might know, maybe. And remember, you said you had like the best equipment, like state of the art equipment back then. At
Back
that
then,
time,
yeah.
that equipment was like the equipment
Yeah,
for a
man.
studio
Bongz,
setup.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
who's coming to your studio this time around?
A lot of people. Musaki started coming to my studio when he was a young, with braces, always with a thing.
Backpack.
A backpack.
Musakis.
Musakis.
So what is he doing there at the studio?
At the studio, he's always there. Like his passion for the game, the music. Like let me not say his passion for music, for the game in general.
Sure.
The business part, the marketing part, the production part. It's crazy.
Yeah, for those who
That's
don't know,
crazy.
Musakis is from Ivy Park. So what's fascinating is that you mentioned his name and you say that he comes to your studio. He came to your studio more often. But what was he doing there?
What was he doing?
Yeah.
Like his interest.
Was he like recording music? Was he producing and stuff like that?
Musa was not recording, was not producing. Like he just loved the environment. And that's why I saw, hey, this cat, he loves the keyboard.
Yeah.
He was always on the keyboard the whole time. The whole time.
Oh, that's why he calls himself Musakis.
Yeah, he was always, hey, what dangerous.
Got the keys, ne?
I wanted the day the industry is gonna notice. That's when they're gonna see good. Hey, dangerous on the keys.
So which year is this, man? When you met Musa?
I met Musa way back. I can't put a number to that because Musa Musa Sale. Asawola.
Yeah.
Musa Sale primary. Dog.
Yeah.
Primary. Way.
Yeah.
So I can't say Utumluta name because there's been a young around my hood.
Sure.
And one of those young is only working more to Frostana number. That man who Frostana music.
On a potential.
And then my studio was never for business.
Sure.
It was accessible to people who have passion for this music thing. Because me growing up, I didn't have access to the studio. For me to have a studio, I had to go get my own.
Sure.
I'm on town, boy, a studio and saying about what you record like a 6 sleeper. We could do a 6 sleeper, bro.
Yeah.
At that time, 6 sleeper, go fit like I got pay 600 to go record.
Sure.
Yeah.
So along the way, you're busy recording music.
I'm doing music.
And now you're still in Limpopo.
I'm still in
When do you relocate and why do you relocate?
I relocated to Denny. Nitame bra. Away.
Oh, Lada.
Away. Why one? I relocated to Joburg when 20 I went back to Joburg 2016.
2016. Yeah. So why did you go back to Joburg?
I apologized. I apologized to my parents.
Okay.
The goal was to go back to Joburg because the music go by.
Sure.
So I relocated from here going to Joburg 2016. I went to Boston Media House. It's in the school, guys. But when I got there, it was all about the music.
Sure.
All about the music.
Oh, so it makes sense now that you decided, no, I'm going to apologize to my parents and ask them for another opportunity to go back to school. And they agree.
With the equipment.
With the equipment. So they agree.
Yeah.
So They give you the money or they go with you now this time around?
They went with me. I remember Rubichi Ntongia sister yaka, and then we took the how train to go register and do everything.
Yeah.
Accommodation. It was a different story now because now I said it out, but fire. They go with me.
Sure.
I can register. Mama Zala Ushumu. Hey, can when I hit rating ya where you are? Wait, what? Kan wena e rating ya where you are? Batho ba ka se bone re ngwa dile mmotisha mo go tla letse mpoche. Ke Mama Zala and kamola like abona kamo register. Like there's a lot of people.
Sure.
Everyone is there and can understand that these people
Nigga, you losing focus.
Baton gopola ka mthakola mo mazala
O ba go broba ya pela ka bana.
Handwriting ya go ywa ngwana khane 1 2 3 yeah.
Sure. Utsana Boston.
Who
do you meet there? Like someone prominent?
A lot of people.
Yeah.
DJ Fresh.
Sure.
Ngwanola man, sure. Ngwanola wa kweshela na buye kaya umchwebu. Like she has a show. She has a show. This other show.
I wouldn't know. You sound like those guys who go to a DJ while the DJ is busy playing.
I'm forgetting her name.
Yeah, you'll remember along the way.
Yeah.
Obviously, maybe something happened with
Mrs.
her.
was short.
I forgot her name, man. But anyway, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sure. And then,
yeah.
So you get into the music now.
I remember when I left Joburg, but because I was like I was always on the thing of like I'm pushing my music, but things were not working out that side, to be honest.
Sure.
Joburg, it's not what people think it is.
Sure.
Everyone who's in Joburg, they made it out of Joburg.
So what's your struggle?
The struggle is that you doing the music, Mara, it's not moving, man.
Yeah.
Like when you're in Joburg, you have that thing out. I'm gonna meet a lot of people where I can push with. I can.
Yeah.
So, to my surprise, it was not what I expected.
Sure. On your Facebook page, you once posted years back that you were officially signed to Gwara Gwara Entertainment. Gwara Nation. Yeah. DJ Bongz.
DJ Bongz on scoutile gona mpologwana.
Okay.
Batho ba mpologwana ba robeje. Akushwa, yey, chelete, wa.
Yeah. So tell us that story, man. How does it happen?
What happened was DJ Bongz, do you remember, I think Mabala Noise was doing a celebration, the award ceremony, because they scooped a lot of awards that
time. After signing everybody in the industry.
Yeah. Signing everybody. Nabuzola. I don't know why.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. They were signed.
Yeah, and I went to learn, did my thing, and then what happened, Guti, I met DJ Bongz.
Sure.
We exchanged, I gave him my demo. Molakale, like, very far to CD.
Yeah, valid CD everywhere you go.
Yeah. CD. I gave one to DJ Bongz. I gave one to Mashabela.
Sure. Mashabela Galan. The comedian.
Yeah.
Why would you give your CD to a comedian?
Mashabela. Twara.
You probably thought it was a joke.
I think that time Big 4.
Sure.
So what happened was I forget.
Sure.
School Monday. But one Kababanse about Sheriff to better score. On a regular normal day.
Sure.
Kavaga kataon ka baskopo. Kar fikan runga bichamaji. Baile scope vetan region now. Why what? Egli busy can check better scope that link. That's the next day.
Sure.
The next day after ki kabagaile the day. Why what?
Sure.
Phone yaga ya ringa. Kili busy gidia ki katascope. I ringa ki village ka odon la bisha. Kitwa moyon fast even.
Oh, it's an unknown number.
Yeah, it's an unknown number.
Is it a private
It's not
or
private.
the numbers you can
It's
see?
The numbers I can see.
Sure, yeah.
They're sharp. I remember when I was doing the packaging, the CD.
Sure.
Kididile beginele neo. That's other guy. Ivy Bagabams well mushasha.
Sure.
Beginele mushasha. So yabela ore. Kangwadle number yaga kafasikare. Mushasha number we ring. Or if basingre mo phone nyaga ba phone le.
Sure.
Number we ring ampile cha yona ka ngola fast. Sharp. Same check and now we working yena by that time. Why what? What happened? Good. My phone rang. Kasitwar. Again kasitwar. Waringa phone yamang yan neo.
Sure.
Why what? Phone na wa ringa ne sharp. Kinu makalanja yalu plagi. Urauri ngwana kuana mwana uzunya ka yengmu wangusha. One two three phone
nya.
Njake no mwana makala like no mwana sfatle. Ha. Wangusha. Ha. Sheriff phone yake yagao. Come on. Uriki DJ Bongz because I know where daman kumthulu mitla.
Sure.
Titwa moye na fast.
Kanti nobuko ile nobucheje.
Abekisi kubuchi.
No sidi mudzi.
Bekisi mudzi anything wangusha.
Sure.
Uri muna serious twara daman unga phone. Agir DJ Bongz mo phone. School.
Sure.
Hey my guy. I'm here. I'm listening to your music. Yo, I'm fine. Yeah. Wenzama so me bra kwena muna uri kin nagro wena ngia baru wena mphone laga video call ku bona.
Bana.
I swear I actually told him go to ndia baru we. Phone laga video call.
You're telling DJ Bongz now.
Phone laga video call ku bona.
Yeah.
And as far video call fa. Yeah. Exe Krotman kanjani muna I'm listening to your music.
Sure.
Yes, there's something. Why one? So uri over kirkumupulukwana. Urna mona kijigi ketedaka tokubona kirjiga better touch majita bafitha mabra I was mona kwala nimbe go busy too much because it was that thing of like the celebrity.
Sure.
Mulaini
what was he driving?
What do you call the T5 T6 jela
Sure.
the two-tone. I remember that thing, that sticker ya Mabala noise.
Okay.
At the back.
Yeah, probably the car attracted some audience and crowd. Yeah.
And there was another few celebrities in the car.
Okay.
Because they were traveling together. It was a tour.
Sure.
So they all came.
He gets to your place.
My brother. I'm not going to change. Upira kabatlo akakuzara ubukile malambane ubukile malambane yabona muna
he gets out of the car
till today I could say
then he gets into your home
we talk they playing the music I'm listening I'm checking out all those celebrities they jam into my shit I'm like I would complain.
Yeah.
Well, that's where
you got the confirmation that you are onto something.
Like self-belief.
Sure.
Well, if you listen to my music back then and listen to it now, you'll feel like the confidence, the sound.
Sure.
I know what I'm doing. I have something that you can't get just anywhere.
Sure. Great stuff. Then, what's the deal with DJ Bongz?
I was first signed to Mabala Noise.
Okay. So what happened to the Mabala Noise deal?
Mabala Noise, when I got there, I met a lot of artists. Busy there.
Did they give you the 5 meter advance as well? How much did you get?
It's too confidential, that one. But what the expectation from too confidential, that one.
For sure, our
Yeah, pull up chinchi,
So you're signed to Mabala Noise.
Yeah.
How's life at Mabala? Where are you staying? What are you driving? What are you eating? Where are you going?
I'm sleeping in a hotel. Say, I'm in Durban. It's my first time seeing the beach.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Everything happened so fast.
Sure.
Fast until DJ Bongz parted from Mabala Noise.
Oh, DJ Bongz was part of Mabala Noise.
Yeah, he was part. DJ Bongz is the one who found who started Mabala Noise.
With the other guys.
It was at Mabala Bar.
Okay,
with the same
Mabala
logo.
with the same
Yeah,
logo.
the
Yeah,
Dalmatian dog.
yeah, sure.
And then when he partnered with Nabureji and them,
Sure.
they called it Mabala.
Mabala noise. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Right. So that's before he signs you to Guaraneshi.
Guaraneshi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What happened to Ransane to Guaraneshi? Like he had that thing already. Tamanus kautile again, nangasumushimo.
Oh, he brought you to Mabala noise.
Yeah.
And then he left with you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Really
now it makes
loud,
sense. Yeah.
Mfethu ngasimushihi.
Sure.
Bayibona. Akutse maybe bampona ke cash cow. I'm sure mthakoto ngiyela cheleto ngasimushimo. Bayibona.
So yeah, but did you release music under Mabala noise?
Yeah.
What happened to the music?
I don't know. I didn't have that knowledge by that time.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to it. I don't even know if it made already the guy.
Yeah.
Because also by that time I did a lot of songwriting.
Yeah.
For the artist.
Sure.
By one.
And you didn't care what happens with the money?
I didn't care. Now I enjoyed being in studio doing what I love.
Yeah. But we're about to sharp, bro. I'm thinking, like, yo, Pela Mabala noise was something else, bro.
Like yeah.
That's what I want to hear. I ask you, what are you driving? No, drive a Jew again.
Yeah. Schoon.
Yeah.
Hey,
where are you staying? Where's your permanent residence?
In Pentown.
What?
Pentown in Durban.
Pentown in Durban. Right.
I'm in Pentown, Durban. Life is good, man. Life is nice.
Yeah.
Events after events. Who can't engage in sports ground? That's the most memorable event that I went to. Because I remember when I got there. Like, have you that experience of like you performing a song?
Yeah.
Braga kitwa Limpopo, kitwa Polokwane, Ivy Park, Peplos Avenue. Wangushisha. You get to Durban, you performing a song. You can hear the crowd singing that shit.
Sure.
Just imagine.
That was your most memorable, biggest performance.
Yeah, that side.
Yeah. So you live with DJ Bongz to Guaraneshi.
Yeah.
So do things change or they stay the same? What happens there? And what's your role there?
My role there, I was still making the music.
Sure.
I remember they gave me a deadline, Uguti, I have to submit music. Why one? Yeah, but at least 5 songs. They gave me
your own music or you were
my
writing?
own music.
Okay.
By one. Uguti, they wanna release something, so I must submit at least 5 songs so that they can choose.
Sure.
Kaba better 32.
32 songs.
32 songs.
Yeah.
School, like they didn't even believe.
Yeah.
They let that thing out. Hey, this guy, honey, where do you get the time? I tell them, every time you're looking for me, where do you find me?
In studio.
In studio. I sleep there, I eat there.
Recording music. Through and through.
Hey, we go better number. Next. One more now, Salan Roma Pilu can move on. No, I be back.
I be back.
One tendency of Chava, so no Chava.
Were you in love? Like deep?
Aye, man.
Or you just love the fact that we're like, I'm sharp, I'm right,
so yeah, you fully believe now. You're lost.
Yeah. Okay, so you give them 32 songs. This nigga. You give them 32 songs.
32.
So what happens? They release the music or what happens?
Yeah, we released a few songs.
Sure.
Mara most of the songs, too much.
Yeah, bulala.
Most of the songs, really, like you can hear. Sometimes, like you have a song, wow, what reggae with like you can tell, I know.
Banchopile, mo?
Something is fish.
Yeah.
Mara, I always had that thing, Yauri. As an artist, what I record today and what I record tomorrow, what I'm going to record tomorrow, it's better. So if someone bites
when
from
you
this
record
one,
it, yeah.
I don't care.
Sure.
If today I record, I live songs in each and every studio that I go to.
Sure.
I make sure I leave them with something. It's my appreciation of saying thank you for welcoming me into your studio.
Sure.
Yeah. Why?
Right.
You know, Jack. You've been
Yeah,
with
I
me
know.
in
We're gonna
studio.
get to that part.
Yeah.
You don't write your lyrics. You freestyle on most of the songs, but when they come out, they sound organized, they sound properly arranged, and you always have something to say on songs. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
But I also want to get to how much money are you spending or are you making, even though some of these songs you don't know where they're going and you're performing. Like, what was your biggest check, man? Like the money that you had in your pocket or in your bank account through just performances and rolling with the DJ Bongz, the Guara Nation and stuff before you leave.
A nice 30 in a month.
30.
Yeah.
So how do you get this 30? You getting it from the record label?
From the record label.
Yeah, but then now when you go perform, do they give you anything from the performance?
We don't talk about that one.
Right? You just get a
Now
call.
we're going somewhere
to
go there,
perform.
and then they give you the check.
Yeah.
Quite fair, like even like that.
Yeah. So what did you do with most of your money? Like what's the biggest thing that you've done with your money?
What's the biggest thing that I've done with my money?
Yeah. Because the small things you already done.
Like, let's give it to my mom.
Yeah.
Give it to my mom and
Every
give
month.
it to my dad. Yeah.
So you're not buying any
Mama
house. And your music.
You can ask a lot of people who go to Salwa mama 150,000.
Hey. It's not a lot of people. Not everyone has 150,000.
Yeah. It's not a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Yeah, fair.
So, but are you not buying like a house, a car, and nothing?
No, I was still young, my bro.
What do you buy for yourself?
Drip, man. I was always dripping.
Yeah.
You know, my man, the whole time. Look nice.
Sneaker.
Shoes. I still rock the shoes till today. Even this one, man.
The most expensive shoe or sneaker you bought?
It was a collaboration between the Nike and how much was it? I think it was from 14.
14,000.
14,000.
Cash content.
Jack. Pa. Warakara ke swipe there. Kailata Jack. Kailata, my bro. Kailata. Fast. Poop.
For the bathroom, for now.
Yeah, the bathroom fell. Kailata. Mara. By that time, it was not a lot of money. This is a goodbye.
You are young. You have lots of money. You're spending 14K on shoes only.
Why? Yeah. Party. Every time I came back home, it was a party, my man. Like people would know which I'm gonna come back home.
Yeah. There's a park. Opposite. Yeah.
Kadi dash.
When I talk you live in the life.
I can't say I'm living the life.
Yeah.
I didn't know, man.
You didn't know better. You didn't know what was happening.
I didn't know better. Yeah.
Things were just happening, and
things were just happening.
Like
and I was just moving with the flow, going with the flow, and seeing what's happening. What's happening tomorrow?
Hey, man. That's crazy, man.
Me bra.
Yeah.
I will never give to small or anything like that.
Yeah.
I treat everyone the same way I want people to treat me.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah, but the reason I asked you about cars, you were driving a very nice
City Golf.
Yeah. Red.
By Utsuiji, bra. Ivy Park. That's my first car. They stole it last year, May 27. Go up a date. Katare. Yama, Selena. Quarter past 3.
Okay, sharp. What happened? Was it outside or inside?
I remember I was from studio. I was working Wamkaba, Mr. Des.
Yeah,
I was
Mr. Des,
working
yeah.
at Mr. Des' studio, the was 17.
Sure.
And then my cousin, I call him my little brother, man.
Sure.
Voko, the one who did
Yeah.
Wamkaba.
Sure.
He called me, hey, I'm at industrial, I don't have transport. That time, I think it was around 12:30 to 1.
Sure.
2 even, let me say to 2.
Yeah.
Because industrial, but all like a 2.
Sure.
So I drove from studio, I can pick up. Before even Rablomanyana, and then from there I told him, good, now I have to go back to studio, I have to finish up something. Go drop a guy. Are drop a guy, I'm drop. Drop. I went back to studio from there, kafita daga, spana. No spana gadiaing. Kafita cheka shiwacha. And then after checking shiwacha.
Dope kid.
Dope kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kafita cheka shiwacha. And then I went home. When I went home, wake up in the morning. Like something, man.
Yeah.
Come 5 in the
No
morning.
trail.
Nah, I was not drinking even that day.
Sure.
Come 5, I just woke up. Ish man. I get it.
Your first car.
My first car. Bought that car with my money. Bro.
Cash. How
On
much was it?
Huh?
How much was it?
Very fresh. We will.
Hey.
Really, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what happens with you and DJ Bongz
What happened with me and DJ Bongz?
or Guaranation?
How must I put this? There's a guy called King Detoy, Wamkava.
No.
He was my mentor.
Okay.
By one. So that guy told me, hey man, I always go to Polokwane and I ask people about you. It's a very few people that know you.
Yeah.
What's the problem? I'm like, no man, I've never had a career in Polokwane.
Yeah, people
My
don't
career
know
went
me in
from
Polokwane.
here to there.
Yeah.
By one. So he was like, no man, like where you from? It's very important. Guti people must know you. By one. So that you can have a sense of belonging. Moba two. Sheriff Warena. Sheriff Waka.
Sure.
So it got to a point whereby I started taking his advice serious.
Sure.
Got your decision. I'm going back home. 2019.
Yeah.
Kabuma May.
Yeah. So
Not May, even March.
So, what was like the relationship with you and Bongz or Guaranation? Any contract signed?
Yeah, we signed contract.
They release you, and then
Like we talked it out.
Okay,
by
sure.
one. Because DJ Bongz to me, they see boss
okay, yeah,
like I was like a brother,
Yeah.
a little brother to him.
Sure.
To a point whereby I used to sleep at his house
Yeah.
all the time. So he understood, even though it was difficult for him to let me go.
Yeah.
Marakamota Karmibra, I have to. I feel like I have to do this.
yeah,
I have to go back home and start something afresh. I'm one person with TJ. I'm not afraid of starting afresh. Yeah. If something's not working for me, cut it. Start it from scratch.
yeah.
I'm that person. So I decided to come back home. 2019, came back home.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened later that year?
When you came back home, I think
I met you.
I think you called me and
I met you before.
yeah.
I was still in Durban the time I met you. You remember?
When you called me.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2018, when you called me and told me that you are coming back home and you need some networking and some connection this side.
Yeah. You're one of the first people I called. Because we used to talk on the social media.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, we've known each other for like quite some time, and that's why
Yeah.
I feel like you have a very interesting story to tell, man. Because your musical and career background, it's very fascinating. So yeah, you gave me a call and you told me that you are coming back home. You want to establish a fan base because you feel like in the province, you are not really well known, and there's nothing that is like happening, and you want to bring some vibe. That's what I remember. So what happened after we spoke?
What happened was I came back home. Why one? When I came back home, I set up my young team, people that I'm gonna work with, because now I have understanding of the game, how it moves, how it works. Why one? And then from there, I started pushing this hip hop thing, man.
Yeah.
That's a piano thing. How it happened, it was a day. Someone was like, I was like, hey, this Mapiano kids are playing on this thing.
Yeah.
What can
I
you
can
do?
kill them. I can murder them. Yeah.
But I didn't change. Even if you listen to my piano songs, I rap on them. I don't.
Yeah, because a lot of my piano kids are rappers. Most of them, in fact. For instance, Youngster is a rapper. Another Vocalistic is a rapper. I can give another example.
That man,
Cetril is a rapper.
Yeah, I know. Cetril used to roll with Pro Kid.
Yeah.
Mona, I had a song with Pro Kid. I don't know what happened to the song.
I don't know, you don't remember the kind of music. Yeah, like you get into a studio, you leave music, and you don't even remember, and you don't remember what happened to your music. And I think that's dangerous, man. You need to remember.
I wanna if I had that habit. The habit that I have now, from way back, every time I leave the studio, I live with the project.
Yeah.
My guy, we could have had something.
Yeah.
Something.
But it's
City
a lesson
Lights,
learned.
I have a song with City Lights. I left it.
And now he's no more.
He's no more. I have a song. Man, it's a lot of people. A lot.
And I think you once told me that you have a song with Maporisa.
Yeah.
You must go get that song. Because Maporisa releases, he doesn't wait for no man. At least.
I wanna, Butijek, let me tell you something about there's a difference between whenever Tubaba was really creative.
Yeah.
They're just in the music scene because the resources.
Sure.
There's certain people who are the creative. The reason why, if you check, if you live at when sheriff everywhere you go with the entourage.
Yeah.
I'm not going with the entourage. I'm protecting myself.
Sure.
Why, boy? You see that guy? That guy is the one who makes sure we take the music.
What's his name?
Danny.
He makes sure that what? Sure.
He makes sure we take the music belongs to us.
Sure. Now.
Yeah. He takes care of a lot of things.
Sure.
Why, boy? The same le Tabang.
Yeah.
Do you know Tabang Mudala? So I wanna Bantu, so I'm afraid to push a lot.
Yeah.
Push a lot. Too much. And they are my childhood friends.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. They were friends of my music. The guy I told you I went to Joburg with.
Yeah.
Taxi. This is the guy. They do focus. Come to the school. Sheriff, hi. One good.
Sure.
I have a bad decision making. Well.
Yeah.
They are channeling.
Yeah.
The thing like living music and studios, but release the songs and everything.
Sure. And then you come back home, you start organizing yourself. So how is the environment in Limpopo?
The environment, they don't understand hip hop. Like my crowd, you have to do something like host.
But hip hop was big.
It was big at that time. Maram, not Mogai. Mogai but Mogai like they are very loyal. You can speak how can chill monata. Check. Wow, tell man, kicking monata, mo.
Bolo houses.
Janisto, sugar mo. Yes.
They came through as Double Trouble.
And then this Mapiano thing started hitting the streets.
Yeah.
I won. How will it be?
Yeah.
To put rap on this Mapiano thing?
Sure.
Check go bucha fanda. And if you want to have a problem, let that I could say keep problem. I'm one of the first artists. I could say maybe I did say what I could say
sure.
To put rap on this Mapiano thing way back.
Which
Kapucha.
first song did you do? Because the one I heard was Chautura Fela.
Chautura Fela.
Yeah.
Chautura
Was it
Fela,
like the
it's-
first or what?
Chautura Fela, it was my first attempt. It's just that in that
Okay,
night we recorded, and we didn't record one song.
Yeah.
Chautura Fela was my first Amapiano song.
Yeah, with Mexican boys.
Yeah, what happened with the song?
It was big.
It was big.
It was hitting hard.
It was hitting
and it
hard,
called a lot
man.
of performances for you.
I
Right?
was everywhere. Kari 31 cha 2019.
Yeah.
Ke bile the event chiga 8 if not 9.
So you're struggling with hip hop.
With hip hop.
Yeah, you're struggling to penetrate the market.
Yeah.
There's Munada playing everywhere.
Yeah.
And what happens? When did you decide, or I'm switching?
I didn't switch.
Yeah.
If you listen to my hip hop and listen to Amapiano, it's the same thing. The difference is the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't switch.
You're still a hip hop kid.
I'm still a hip hop cat.
Yeah.
Master Islan is 16 now.
Yeah, Slan is 16. Let's go.
16.
Yeah, because I also wanted to get to the point where why don't you feel like writing your own music? Why don't you write your music down? And what really happens when you listen to a beat and you start creating lyrics in your head? That whole process. I know some people say it's spiritual. It's a situation and an experience they cannot explain, right? But let's hit that 16 and you'll tell me later.
Now let me explain first.
Oh, okay, that's
I
fine.
have
Okay.
time to
Yeah,
I used to write music. I used to write like music. Write, as in like pen and paper writing.
sure.
By one. Until I noticed worry. Like when you write, you give yourself time to organize and sometimes to organize what you wanna say. And sometimes when it sounds too formal, you're bored, man. If you do music, you like you listen to music. Like you're gonna tell people stories.
Sure.
Why what? Because so if you listen to something and do it now without writing down, it's better. Now I feel like it's better. And it goes back to the spiritual part that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Why what? Connect with your inner being, man, and do a song.
Yeah,
Don't
but
complicate it.
how did you learn that skill? Do you remember at a time where you decided, or I'm stopping writing and I'm just gonna do this from the top of the dome, like freestyle? But your freestyles are like more organized, man, because songs are arranged, right? They have a certain pattern that you need to follow. How many times do you listen to a beat and decide that this is the lyrics that suit this beat and this is how I'm gonna sing it, or this is how I'm gonna rap or on this song?
I didn't strategies outlaw.
Sure,
But if you check, it's the same thing.
sure. Yeah,
Like Wangusha, as the same thing. Like if you do something, rabaya, like so many times, it will get to a point whereby
second nature.
it's your second nature.
It's easier for you to
Why
do.
not?
Yeah.
As much as Eagle Studio, but Wamagala, why bo?
Yeah.
Why bon? So there's certain things you can't explain because they are spiritual.
Yeah. So, but do you also come from a background of ciphers where niggas would just drop freestyles and
Yeah, we had cipher more library gardens.
you would kill niggas or you
I
get
would
mad
kill
at-
them. Got school uniform. Tell them fun. Watch us strong.
Yeah.
Strong. I remember, and my late brother was a fan of this hip hop thing. That's one of the things into the hip hop space.
Sure.
Why one? Because Braga by Frost and hip hop blind. Why one?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's drop that 16.
16.
Yeah.
All right. 16. Drop a 16 was in the beat.
Yeah.
Maragishiri for boss, whatever, the whole time.
Let's go.
Arikokoti, tsanake betile sporti, kala di topi, barichila gidi kotsi, denja hafaring gozi, time arrest, outsone legum gozi, mavari, he, chiwiki di tori, mfana fax the fidel and kaudirela kotsi, kere pula kutsa punya mashu, kona gyaluma pansola moja kashara butle nchataka flua chesa miki saka fisho gare picha kasiwa mpitsa kakapanga ngara katara ntotsa kankala pamfustana ngwana mtswala khala rumokola rusokona, mfana mlas, they never thought from way back when I was still rocking that uniform. Mfana mlaza bana, erike tswara daje.
So you telling me that if we were to listen to all your old material, we will never get this verse?
You might.
Which part of it?
The switch ups.
The switch up, where you switch. Great stuff. So you are here now, and you are gigging, and I remember Sweet Pops was just coming up, and it was like hectic stuff. Like you were there, you were meddling industrial. I see you, Waterland. I see you. But now, how is like the industry treating you? Do they now start getting like giving you that kind of respect, and they start realizing that you are talented? Because there's a thing here in Limpopo, especially around Polokwane, like these joints, they don't pay.
They don't pay.
Yeah, they don't pay. I don't know if you had the same experience where like you had to like knock on doors and get exposure before you can even like say that I'm an artist and I can give you a full live performance.
No, for me it happened first to a point whereby I didn't have that space to beg.
Sure.
Like I was big on the streets to a point whereby I left them no choice. They had to call me and book me.
Yeah.
And yakabona itaka di seat kenyaka. Ifuna mechi kenyaka, wayibona.
It I felt late.
Yeah, kazaka girali.
Okay.
Akiraluka, wayibona.
So when you never had like those kind of challenges where you
the problem started being there when you start getting when you start having the event organizers as friends.
Oh, yeah.
Mat kya better than
Yeah.
That's the way the problem started being. Problem it to another.
So Tomo better dry, they look.
And by at the same time you have other gigs. So the money is okay. So you don't see a problem in that. So why normalize? Why what? That's where problem it to yabagon.
Sure.
And by that time, man, very vasha woman. Why what? To a point where I'm comfortable, the manager is comfortable, the team is comfortable.
Sure.
So certain things we don't pay attention to.
Sure.
The nightlife was another trouble.
Yeah. Great. And then up until so far, things are going well for you.
Things are going well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in a space whereby yes, my craft is where I want it to be.
Sure. Plus you are a new father. How does that feel?
Yo, hey, yes. Like I
did it change your life? Became
completely.
Yeah, it changes their lives. How did it change your life? What's the name? Is it
Leao.
Is it a boy? Ne?
That's a boy.
Sure.
Yeah.
How did it change your life?
I'm very careful where I spend my time.
Sure.
I'm very careful who I spend my time with. I'm very careful in whatever I do.
Is it because you feel like you're no longer living for yourself alone?
I'm still living for myself, but I have someone who, like, that person, I'm responsible for that guy in everything.
Sure.
No, wapona malaria ye plan bra. Ungusha no, I know you kumbuka umpuchora arbulet.
Yeah.
Kubulela himi bra.
So, what's your girlfriend's name?
Aniki.
Aniki. Where do you meet Aniki?
Aniki, I met Aniki in Tef. Yeah, Mara, she's from here. We both from here, Mara. We met there.
Yeah, what were you doing? What Tef?
I was performing.
Obviously.
Yeah. I'm sure yeah, I want.
Yeah, so when I like Wamukomba or Dinta.
Do you know what attracted me to her? That's because she was being Mother Teresa man, man.
Yeah. Nasan. Nasan.
That night she was not.
Okay.
So what happened to go?
Sure.
Muloko takes my cup.
Sure.
Like, hey, Muloko
is a friend.
It's her friend.
Okay,
they're
sure.
still friends even Muloko last week. So Muloko was no check up yet. Aniki amuchela ilari wena wa check up mthosa tsiburu no engamo tlabala no dilo. And then she gave it back to me. Ya vela no mo bua lenga dia luju so. Hai sharp. And the same night, it happened good to the same night. I'm her ride.
Oh.
And then drinks. We went there a blow, Maras no blow. I don't know why.
Same night or while you were busy just interacting. No mchaba. Okay. Before TEF, did you know her? Or
Nix.
You didn't know her?
Yeah.
And you started knowing her?
Yeah.
And you started pursuing her?
Yeah.
Oh, hard.
Strong. Plus we could do it now
what give me 10 reasons why you love me?
Better tell Nix.
Teacher rap artist
it got to a point where she noticed I want to know about one.
Wash away
Yeah.
And then udumela ning kai bia.
16 July.
You still remember the date? Did you call her for a date because of Anna McDonald's?
Nah.
Okay, what happened?
We were chilling. Like, I used to go to her house.
Sure.
Every day. Every day. I would run away from studio. Yes, come on.
Yeah.
Like, no hot far. Like, no.
Yeah. Sure.
Like, no hot far. Sure. Like, I saw, kidding. I saw quality of a woman in her to a point mobile.
Sure. And then Chachi lo le tlhaka nako Savannah umfone warzwakala.
As I always do. Arvai Savannah. Roberta Milignana.
Sure.
What did they say? Was sharp. We don't that's what I'm McFly. Yeah, we go there, we blom. Arranger blom music volume. And then worrying. I'm whatever stories are going to
broken record.
I'm
She doesn't say yes. She doesn't say yes. While you're busy lalazing, arle lamza.
Bugino Manamani. And I'm sure she's watching.
Sure.
Yeah, she's my biggest. Hey, she's my number one fan.
Yeah.
Number one.
Great stuff.
Number one. Yeah.
Great stuff. So niggas, they have this tendency of when they start realizing, or this is the one. Did you have like the same idea? No,
we talked about it.
Sure.
Yeah. And had agreement.
Yeah.
It was not a mistake. One of us sport.
Right.
Yeah.
Alive. Sure. Right, man.
So it happened. I will show. Come on, the assistant teacher.
Man, let's talk about your music. It's been an hour now. We've been sitting here. Yeah, let's talk about the music. What's coming up? What's happening?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm working on a EP. I'm done with the EP. I'm working on the EP. Boom Universal. Bass. His real name is Bass.
Sure.
Bass Mutongwa.
Sure.
Oskido's son.
Okay.
We're working on the EP.
All right.
It's done.
So how many songs on the EP?
4. Mara, we're gonna give them 5. 5 is the bonus.
Do you have any features?
Features. We featured Spliff.
Sure.
And this other guy.
Spliff is a rapper.
Spliff is a rapper.
Yeah.
I put him on a piano song.
What?
I'm capable.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm that capable.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Mupi. It's hard. I'm gonna
Mupedi is already rocking, man.
on the piano.
Yeah, when what dale. Mupedi is rocking
man.
on any wave.
Mupedi.
Mupedi is rocking
But
on
I've
any
wanted
wave.
Mupedi on a piano song for the longest
He
time.
was supposed to be here today as well. So I have his number. We can always talk. We can always meet. Yeah.
I always wanted Mupedi on a piano song.
Right. Why did you want Mupedi specifically on the song?
Mupedi specifically, the reason why it's how his craft is, like his craft, it's not polluted.
Oh, I get what you say.
Pew.
He still does that original.
It's original to the core.
That like pedi rap sound.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. Wangusha. That's why I fuck with his music so much.
Right.
I'm a big Mupedi fan. It's just that
Really?
from artist to artist,
Hey, he would be very excited to hear that. Man.
I swear.
Which other feature are you pursuing, or you already got?
I worked on
features?
a song. Le Listo. I always work.
Listo.
I worked
He
on
must
a
come
song
through
with
as well.
Listo.
Yeah.
I worked on a song with PLK.
TS, the DJ, the producer. We're gonna have to get him here. Also, he must tell his story.
Someone who speaker raga studio record. Some better stroke.
Yeah,
like that. I was shocked.
Unique ear, and his system works in a very fascinating way. Yeah.
I worked on a song, Limpopo Boy.
The dancer.
Yeah.
Sure. What is he doing?
I worked on a song with DJ Call Me.
Okay.
Yeah. Shandeshu and Chavela.
We spoke about Call Me the other day.
Yeah.
And we were saying what social media is getting him, like, they're calling him an upcoming artist.
Upcoming. Call Me.
They're calling him an upcoming DJ. And they don't know. Come on, they don't know.
They don't know him.
They don't know DJ Call Me.
If you marry me.
They don't know.
Yeah.
That song made people what they are doing with Whining Alale Makaya. DJ Call Me did it with Marry Me.
Marry Me, it was way back.
Way back, like 20 years ago.
20 years ago, yeah.
They don't know. So, 2000, they're coming at him. When you're still an upcoming.
DJ. Call Me.
I respect DJ Call Me.
I worked on a song with Mr. Brown.
Oh, yeah.
And that chick,
I like his voice, man. He is a very
who's that
bold,
chick, man? I don't know what she calls herself, the stage name. It's a pity. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I'm not disrespecting another artist. I'm just being honest. I don't know what her stage name is because she hasn't been in contact that much.
Sure.
But I met her through Mr. Brown. Mampo on, is it Rhythm City? Yeah.
Mampo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were talking about Shandesh. What's happening with Shandesh?
Shandesh, I would like to work on a song with her.
Did you contact her?
Wachaba, man. Yeah.
Uri. Unyakazaka.
Superstar.
Superstar.
Like Mara, serious. Like I fuck with the way she constructs her art.
Sure.
I want. Like if I work with her, it would be something.
Something, right?
So I've been trying to work with her for the longest time.
So when are you looking at releasing?
I worked on a song with Justy. As well.
Justy who?
Justy, my Justy.
Oh! Shoveleza, shit.
I'm on that.
Yeah.
I'm on that shit as well. I worked with a lot of
people. And your boys with Chevy shit, eh?
Yeah.
You must get him here.
Yeah, let me organize that.
Yeah, he must come through. If he can't come through, we're going to his place.
We go there.
Yeah, we go there.
Local equipment.
Yeah.
I better look at free.
Yeah.
But test out. But simple. Because
that's the kind of relationship you have with him.
I know him from way back.
Yeah, sorry.
Because now a lot of people don't know Gucci. They don't know the real him. They know the real him.
Yeah.
Like Tobel FM, they ask him what they want to know. So be in a room with him.
Don't run away from the mic. Yeah.
Hello, Mike.
Yeah. Sure.
Be in a room with him. Ask him like questions that people wanna hear.
Sure.
Yeah. I think that would be nice for people to know the real him.
Yeah, and I probably will give the right answers up because this one time I was watching his Facebook live and he was not really happy with the allegations that he burned a house in Monkweng, Teflop, because they cancelled him on the freshest ball lineup.
On the freshest ball lineup. I saw that.
Yeah. He was like, No. And also, I listened to that interview. He was like trying to tell people something.
Yeah.
And also, I saw on social media people coming at him, and I felt like maybe Bamujaga because
Toxic.
because
Did you see
I don't.
Toxic
Yeah,
Peterson's post?
yeah. I saw Toxic Peterson's post, and I didn't comment because I felt like people don't understand where he's coming from. You don't just change all of a sudden. You understand? Because that's his lifestyle. And what happened with the music was a mistake.
It was a mistake. It was not.
And he doesn't. I don't think he also realizes what is happening in his life right now.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Do you know what? He doesn't even notice how big he is.
The impact that he has on like young people who listen to his music.
Yeah.
Right. We were also talking about what if he changes his sound and he changes his lyrics.
It's not gonna work.
That's a discussion I want to have with him.
Gonna work.
And I've had with a lot of people. They were talking about that it's not gonna work and whatever the case may be. But the reality is that he's now into music, but he has a very, very, very important story to tell, and he needs to tell it the right way. And I think he needs to be asked the right questions, right, so that he can be able to tell the story. Because I honestly feel that he's not aware. He's not fully aware of what is happening in his life.
The environment is dangerous.
Yeah, but you just don't change overnight. Also, I think maybe because also he said that he's trying to change his life, there are people who are basically just thinking that he's becoming weaker. And he still feels the urge to prove himself that he's not a weak link. You know, he still feels like, just because le wana ke dira music and aksatala le strata le nagana hore and if I'm test, and obviously he's gonna react because he's still in that space. Yeah,
but
I would love to talk to him, man, and like really get the real story, man. He needs to tell his story, man.
Yeah.
Right. So you say, when are you releasing?
I'm releasing Kali 23.
Yeah.
The EP that I did, Le Bass, Boom, Universal.
Sure.
We're dropping that one on the 23rd of September.
Yeah. Look, man, there's a lot to talk about, and now I'm tired, bruh. I still want to ask you a lot of questions, but you're gonna come back anyway.
I am.
Yeah. So you're still around. You're gonna come back when you release your music.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about how the EP changed your life, because definitely it's gonna change
It
something.
is. Working with Boom, it was a eye-opening
experience,
thing, like being in the same space with Oskido's son.
Yeah.
Like it's another thing. Because the way.
Right. So social media platforms, are you
Sheriff
active?
_RSA.
Sheriff _RSA. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
YouTube, it's Sheriff RSA. Sheriff RSA, right? Yeah, Sheriff RSA.
Sure.
Yeah, even if you search on YouTube, Sheriff _RSA, it's still the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Sheriff, man. Thank you for making time.
Salute.
You know, I respect your work. I respect you.
Always.
Right. I appreciate you, man. And like, I think people need to start paying attention.
They have to.
Yeah. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Sheriff. Yeah, Tawang.
Yeah, Sheriff of Bosso International, last number code 14 ya pataka mapaka na 2 titanium steel chip wa kama bridge yake ko bega ke rusi tanka jojo ke tali easy wena.
Ya we. Chesa wena. Ngwana.
We. Salute.
Hey yo. Hey, we're out of here, man. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and thank you very much, man. This has been a live interview broadcast on MEM Online Radio, broadcasting live from my own place. Yeah, we're broadcasting from 31A Tabonbeki Street. Yeah, bedroom stadium, fan. That's where everything starts.
Everything
right?
happens. Hey, that's good.
Yeah. Right. Thank you very much for tuning in, and until we meet again next time, I'm out. So, which one should we play out with, man?
Play me. Yes.
Which one? Just potato salad.
Yes, potato salad.
Potato salad.
Play me that one.
This one, eh?
Salad, my man.
Yeah, let's play out
I love
with this
that
one.
song.
Okay. I think that's it. From me, Jack Rams, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, thank you very much for tuning in and listening on MEM Online Radio. Sunset Drive with Jack Rams, hosting my brother Sheriff. And yes, also on YouTube. We're going to be posting this podcast on YouTube maybe in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, thank you very much. There's potato salad.
Tango.